Good morning and welcome as we continue our daily devotions through the book of Hebrews. Today we're going to be looking at Hebrews chapter 4, and I'm going to specifically read just the first few verses where it's written, "Therefore, while the promise of entering his rest still stands, let us fear lest any of you should seem to have failed to reach it. For the good news came to us just as to them, but the message they heard did not benefit them because they were not united by faith with those who listened. For we who have believed enter that rest." Burnout is a very real thing, and many people experience it. Sometimes people experience it more than once throughout their lives. It's a feeling that comes from when we try to cram 28 hours worth of work into a 24-hour day. And as Americans, we're notorious for it. We're notorious for not being able to rest, to walk away from our work. And smartphones and our accessibility has only really made that worse. We take phone calls and we answer emails and texts from work virtually at any time of the day. It's almost unimaginable for people to put those down and be unreachable, totally unreachable and inaccessible for an entire day. But God didn't create us to be like Energizer bunnies who could just go and go and go without stop. We need rest. See, God built a day of rest into the very fabric of his creation. The Bible calls this Sabbath. One day out of the week, one day we're to set aside to rest, to reflect, and to refocus on God and all that he's done for us. Genesis 2 tells us that this was so important, actually, that God himself rested on the seventh day of creation from all his work. Have you ever wondered why God did that? It wasn't because he was worn out, because he was tired of all the work that he had done in creating. It was a day for God to reflect on his work, to pause, to take a step back and admire all that he had done, to enjoy it, to see that all that he'd made was good. And so it is for you and me. When you take time out, you can reflect on all that God has done for you this past week. When we're busy, when we're moving at 1,000,000 miles a minute, we don't have time to really pause and reflect on the good things that God has done for us and is continuing to do for us. Rest also recharges our emotional and physical and spiritual well-being. Now in Matthew 11, it's not by accident that Jesus says, "Come to me, all you who are weary and heavy laden, and I will give you rest." If you're at this moment feeling burnt out, worn down, or just tired of always feeling like you're on the go, then you can find rest, and you'll find it in Christ. So this week on Sunday, or any day that you have off from work, try putting the cell phone down. Don't answer work emails or texts. Rest. And use that time to reconnect with God. Have a great day.